With its first hotel opening in 1998 in Chennai, GRT Hotels and Resorts has become a name to reckon with in South India. Established at key business, leisure and culturally important locations, our hotels offer complete hospitality solutions for discerning travelers. With 4 brands in its shelter, namely the Grand, Regency, Great Trails and Vibe by GRT Hotels, the group has excelled in impeccable hospitality and service quality. The eye for detail and in spotting even a small chance to surprise the guest is what makes all the difference and helps create a hospitality experience that is unique to GRT Hotels and Resorts. Stay with us and experience the promise of more.
बहुत अच्छा।
India, incredible India.
A world carved in timelessness, blessed with a rich natural heritage, untamable rivers and breathtaking waterfalls, a treasure trove of historical relics and ancient monuments, a region that pulsates with the living. This is Madhya Pradesh, the heart of an incredible India. Spread over an area of 308,000 square kilometers, the state of Madhya Pradesh harbors one of the most diverse and beautiful landscapes in the country. With nearly a third of the land under forest cover, the region is a living, breathing museum of biodiverse life forms. Famous forest reserves like Kanha, Bandhavgarh and Pej are among the 9 national parks and 25 wildlife sanctuaries spread all across the region. No journey of the state can be deemed complete without a voyage along the sacred Narmada. The lifeline of the region, the river rises at Amarkantak, an important pilgrimage center where the Vindhyas and the Satpura ranges converge. The journey of human evolution in the region can be traced back to the caves of Bhimbetka. Concealed within the numerous rock shelters are prehistoric cave paintings indicating the first signs of human intelligence. Approximately 100 kilometers away lies another milestone in the progress of civilization. The World Heritage Site at Sanchi reflects the glory and spread of Buddhism as it existed 2 millennia ago. The magnificent stupas, pillars, monasteries and temples are perhaps the finest specimens of early classical art. Situated in the northeast of the state are the world-famous stone temples of Khajuraho. Created a millennia back, the passion-driven artistry of the Khajuraho temples has sparked the interest of many historians, scholars and artists. Be it the rock-cut cave sanctuaries of Udaygiri, reflecting Gupta art, or the imposing facade of the monuments at Chanderi, the courtyards of the magnificent palace at Datia, or the grandeur and tiered palaces of Orcha that have enthralled all with their beauty. There is a legend at every bend in Madhya Pradesh. Mandu, the city of joy, celebrates the eternal love tale of poet Prince Baz Bahadur and his beloved Rani Rupmati. But nothing dominates the landscape of a city like the imposing and impregnable Gwalior Fort. A cradle of great dynasties, the region abounds in a number of temples, monuments and palaces, both in and outside the city. The capital city of Bhopal is a wonderful confluence of Islamic and Hindu cultures. Combining elements of the ancient and the modern, Bhopal presents a multifaceted profile of the new Madhya Pradesh.
भोपाल पुराना भोपाल है, ये भोपाल नया भोपाल है। भोपाल में विश्व स्तरीय खूबसूरत लेक है, हर तरह की बिल्डिंगें हैं, हर तरह के धरोहर हैं, धातियाँ हैं। तो भोपाल मुझे बहुत सूट करता है। मैंने 2 फिल्में यहाँ शूट की, राजनीति शूट की और आरक्षण शूट की। अगली फिल्म की तैयारी फिर चल रही है। तो मेरे लिए तो भोपाल बहुत ही अच्छी जगह है।
It is remarkable when one realizes that the state as a whole exists at many levels of both time and space. The state has also begun to actively promote film tourism in the region. For instance, the Madhya Pradesh State Tourism Development Corporation Limited has been anointed the nodal agency for all film-related projects. Various national and international hospitality groups have also been encouraged to develop new projects in the tourist-friendly locations of the land. In addition, the network of air, road and rail links are also being significantly improved to increase the tourism potential of the state. Madhya Pradesh State Tourism Development Corporation Limited is now offering experience of modernity to the investors. The destination is waiting for you. Invest in Madhya Pradesh at Gandhi Sagar, Indira Sagar, Tawa, Mandu, Orcha, Khajuraho, Sanchi, Gwalior and Jabalpur. Come, delight in the experience of Madhya Pradesh. Explore the heart of an incredible India.
Karnataka Tourism. One state, many worlds.
Andhra Pradesh Tourism. Everything's possible.
Welcome to Sunrise State of Andhra Pradesh. Welcome to Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam is the largest city of Andhra Pradesh and one of the fastest growing cities in Asia. The city is well connected through rail, road and air, where all major international airlines operate daily flights. The awe-inspiring Eastern Ghats on one side and the Bay of Bengal on the other give the city a magical touch. a feeling to cherish forever. Located about 8 km north on the Vizag Bhimli Road, Rishikonda offers a superb slice of serenity. The Lawson's Bay is an extremely beautiful stretch of the beach on the way to Kailasagiri Hills, wherein you can witness spectacular views from the winding shoreline and undulated cityscape. The temple of Lord Sri Varahalakshmi Narasimha Swami at Simhachalam is an architectural masterpiece. Among AP's most significant temples with exquisite sculptures, the Red Sandhills are rare marine geological formation near Bhimli dating back to the Holocene period. Spread over 450 acres, zoological park houses exotic species of birds and animals in natural habitat. This is not all. While tourist attractions in Vizag provide feast for eyes, the hotels and restaurants in the city serve lip-smacking delicacies to food connoisseurs. From 5-star, 3-star to standard accommodation, Vizag offers stay facilities for every pocket. Vizag, the coastal paradise.
Meet Sri Sri Ravishankar, spiritual leader, humanitarian and visionary. He was born in South India in a traditional family. At the tender age of 4, he recited verses from an ancient Indian scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. By the age of 18, he was a scholar in Vedic studies and had obtained a degree in modern science. Soon he began traveling and teaching meditation. But he felt something more was needed to bring a transformation in people. In 1982, he went into a period of silence and emerged with the Sudarshan Kriya, a powerful breathing technique that aligns various biorhythms in the body and the mind. Sri Sri began sharing this knowledge, and the art of living was born. Today, the foundation has a presence in 152 countries. Millions all over the world have experienced multifold benefits of the Art of Living programs.
The first time I really connected with my inner self.
Something which was shrinking now is blossoming.
People from diverse backgrounds find answers and solace in his practical and profound wisdom. Seva or service is the outer expression of inner joy. Individual transformation multiplies, bringing a positive change in society. In order to spearhead humanitarian projects globally, Sri Sri founded the International Association for Human Values in 1997, headquartered at Geneva. With this vast network of committed volunteers, Sri Sri has inspired several service initiatives all over the world. The Art of Living schools in tribal and rural areas bring free education to thousands of children. Under the Rural Development Scheme, various vocational training centers have been launched to bring sustainable development. The Lighter Home project brings solar lights to areas without electricity. The Youth Leadership Training Program turns unemployed rural youth into agents of change. These youth leaders take charge of development projects and bring a transformation in their villages. By 2012, this program has reached 42,000 villages in India and is also very active in Africa and South America.
I was a heavy smoker, drink like a fish, but now cut down the smoking, drinking, just quit, just take that.
Women hold an important place in any society. Through campaigns and conferences, the Art of Living has created awareness in people on issues like female feticide and women's empowerment. Several projects have also been launched, like incense rolling, tailoring, and jute manufacturing units in India, peanut butter project in Zimbabwe, a vocational training center in Iraq, tailoring units in South Africa, and many more. Under the Mission Green Earth initiative with the United Nations, the Art of Living family planted 55.5 million trees in 4 months globally. Under the watershed development projects, volunteers have revived 17 rivers in 3 states in India that had been dry for decades. Thanks to Sri Sri's efforts, thousands of farmers have left the use of chemical pesticides and are reaping the benefits of organic farming. Sri Sri says that inside every culprit is a victim crying for help.
I used to actually look forward to fights. But now since doing this cause, I'm a total different person. I can now walk away from a fight.
The prison program helps to remove feelings of anger and revenge and has reached over 400,000 prison inmates worldwide.
I want to educate people with more broader and liberal mindset, change this religious fanaticism in the world. And we all have to work together. I need help from every corner. Everyone has to join hands and re-educate or reprogram this culture of violence.
Sri Sri has taken initiatives to resolve global conflicts, working actively to facilitate the peace process in strife-torn areas.
I was named Muhammad, but after becoming a militant, I was called Khalid. We had been taught to operate guns, arms, and train other youths. But now, after doing the Art of Living course and meeting Sri Sri, we realized we had chosen the wrong path. We now want to spread love and non-violence in Kashmir.
Whenever disaster strikes, the Art of Living is one of the first groups to respond with relief efforts. Tsunami in Southeast Asia 2004, Hurricane Katrina, earthquakes in Haiti, Chile and Japan, floods in Bihar, Orissa, Assam, Uttarakhand, Dresden in Germany and Calgary, Canada, and also man-made calamities like the Beslan school hostage tragedy and the humanitarian crisis in Assam.
This course has allowed me to overcome the trauma of the earthquake and make a new start. It has also helped me to get rid of stress and sadness.
Sri Sri's breathing techniques and meditations have proved invaluable in helping people come out of trauma after a calamity.
So let's start.
The project Welcome Home Troops in America has been highly effective in relieving soldiers from the trauma of war. To re-instill pride in non-violence, Sri Sri launched the Non-Vio campaign at the UN Plaza in New York. Sri Sri also founded the World Forum for Ethics in Business, which holds its annual conference at the European Parliament in Brussels. A strong proponent of integrity in public life, he has been travelling across the length and breadth of India to create awareness against corruption. Sri Sri has also issued a call to volunteer for a better India, to tap India's vast human potential constructively, inspiring a peaceful revolution in society.
Let's work together. Give 1 hour every day for the nation.
Driven by an unwavering commitment to spread peace and joy to every part of the world, Sri Sri travels to about 30 countries every year. In 2012, Sri Sri visited South America, a historic tour across Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Peru. A vast gathering of 150,000 people in Buenos Aires meditated for world peace with him. Sri Sri visited Iraq twice during the War on Terror and again in 2014 in support of the Yazidi community, which has been a victim of mass genocide by the Islamic State terror group. He generated wide global support for their cause. By December 2014, the Art of Living had airdropped 120 tons of food material to the survivors trapped in the Sinjar Mountains and Erbil and saved over 200 girls from trafficking.
Guruji is a great man. His message of peace and healing and reconciliation is accepted worldwide, and we appreciate and welcome his interest in Iraq.
He was given a warm welcome by the people of Pakistan in 2004 and again in 2012. Sri Sri has also brought communities closer with several editions of Sneh Milan, an occasion where diverse religious leaders reinforce their commitment towards peace in society. Sri Sri has showcased traditional art forms globally, creating several Guinness records. 1,000 sitar players on one stage, 1,200 classical dancers performing together, 2,500 vocalists in one chorus, 333 bagpipers playing at once in Bulgaria, 266 accordionists performing in Kazan, Russia. 2.5 million people came together as a one world family for the Art of Living Silver Jubilee celebrations in 2006 at Bengaluru. There were presidents, heads of state, ministers, and religious leaders from across the globe in an ocean of faces.
This gathering of nearly 1 million people, if you can have a mind of a scientist and a spiritual force of His Holiness Sri Sri Ravishankar Ji gives, then we have a beautiful world and happy world and prosperous world.
The world is looking forward to the next 25 years of your existence and continue with wonderful work you are doing in various parts of the world, including my country.
And organizing a meeting no politician on earth could ever dream of.
The foundation for 25 years has worked on programs that have been at the core of my public life, promoting peace, combating violence and drug addiction, empowering our youth. It has an incredible following that cuts through all religions, cultures, and backgrounds. A very, very difficult thing to do in today's world.
In 2011, 30 years of the Art of Living were marked by a historic celebration of rich cultural diversity at the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. The next edition of the World Culture Festival in Delhi in India in March 2016 showcased 36,603 artists from around the world on the world's largest stage of 7 acres, an event that brought together 3.75 million people.
मैं श्रीमान श्री श्री रविशंकर जी का इस बात के लिए अभिनंदन करता हूं कि 35 साल से छोटे से कार्यकाल का ये मिशन दुनिया के 150 से ज्यादा देशों में इसी ताकत के भरोसे आप फैल चुका है, उन देशों को अपना कर चुका है.
With representatives from 160 countries, the Art of Living is extending its reach around the world to introduce stability, comfort, and support for people who need it. We often hear of the dangers of the world, but I'm pleased today that we are seeing a beacon of hope.
I join with my friend Sri Sri. The world needs peace, and if all of us come together as one, and our hearts and our minds and our souls together, and if you're willing to be strong, I'm willing to go to jail with Sri Sri. I'm willing to go to jail with Sri Sri.
I met with Sri Sri Ravishankar in Bogota, our capital city, in June of last year. And I had a great joy of speaking with him about the efforts we are making in our country to end, hopefully very soon, an internal armed conflict that has lasted more than 50 years. Later on, with my consent, he met in Havana, in Cuba, with the negotiators of the FARC guerrillas and urged them to follow the Gandhian principle of nonviolence and to cultivate the art of meditation and breathing. Today, I want to thank him for this effort.
For his invaluable contribution towards creating a stress-free, violence-free world, he has been honored by governments and institutions the world over, including the highest civilian awards in Colombia, Paraguay, and Mongolia, and the Padma Vibhushan in India in March 2016. Sri Sri inspires us to grow beyond limited identities of caste, color, religion, or nationality, reminding us that love moves the world.
Thank you, Anish, for that wonderful bit. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. कहते हैं कि खूबसूरत सी एक पल का किस्सा बन जाता है, खूबसूरत सी एक पल का किस्सा बन जाता है, जाने कब कौन जिंदगी का हिस्सा बन जाता है। कुछ खास लोग मिलते हैं ज़िंदगी में, कुछ खास लोग मिलते हैं ज़िंदगी में, जिनसे कभी ना बिछड़ने वाला रिश्ता बन जाता है। आदर, अभिनंदन, आभार। Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Archana Deshmukh, with great joy and immense exultation, extend a warm welcome to all present here at the 52nd Annual Convention of the Federation of Hotel and Restaurants Association of India, Hospitality 2025. The future is now happening right here in Namma, Bengaluru. Let's embark on this journey with a round of applause. Gracing us with his presence today is a well-known humanitarian leader, a spiritual teacher, founder of Art of Living and an ambassador of peace, Guruji Sri Sri Ravishankar. A warm welcome to you, Guruji. I also welcome guest of honor, Honorable Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Anant Kumar. Welcome, sir. Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Government of Odisha, Shri Ashok Chandra Panda. Welcome, sir. And Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande. Welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin the 52nd FHRAI Annual Convention, Hospitality 2025, the future is now. Let's all raise in respect for the national anthem.
Jana Gana Mana अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधितरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to seek the blessings of Lord Ganesha with an invocation dance performance by the Natya STEM Dance Company led by Srimati Madhu Natraj. A merger of two highly acclaimed institutions, namely the Natya Institute of Kathak and Choreography and the STEM Dance Company, NSDK, showcases high standards of performances in Kathak, traditional arts and contemporary Indian dance forms. Headed by internationally acclaimed choreographer Guru Maya Rao and her daughter Madhu Natraj, the performing unit has toured 33 countries worldwide, winning appreciations from the audience and media alike and marking the company's presence in the global performing arts scenario. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and join me in welcoming the epitome of grace, Ms. Madhu Natraj.
Namaskar, Pranam. A very warm welcome to you this evening. Before we start anything auspicious, we begin by invoking positive energy. As you know, in India, the very process of creation, of sustenance, and of destruction is seen as the cosmic dance of life. Personified in the dance of the cosmic dancer, Nataraj, or Shiva. Before we begin any new endeavor, we invoke the blessings of the presiding deity of the stage, the son of Nataraj, Ganesha. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we've specially designed this opening invocation where, inspired by the temples, the iconography, architecture of the temples predominantly of Karnataka, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, the dance of Shiva is invoked through this sculptural beauty. The rarity of this piece is that every movement that you see is drawn from a 2,000-year-old book on dramaturgy, the Natya Shastra. Even then, it looks contemporary. A reiteration of the fact that dance, Indian hospitality, aesthetic, innovation stands the test of time. We have for you Tandav, the cosmic dance. Namaskar.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. I think we'll give them another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That was a stunning performance. Moving on, I once again welcome everyone present here to the 52nd Annual Convention of FHRAI Hospitality 2025, The Future is Now. India has witnessed major developments in the tourism sector in the past few years. To mention an interesting fact, India has jumped 16 places in the revised World Tourism Organization rankings to settle at 24th for 2014 and 15 in terms of international tourist arrivals. Truly a proud moment for all of us present here today. Talking to us now over a video message is Mr. Talib Rifai, Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization.
My dear friends, we're without doubt living the age of travel. The number of international travelers has grown from just 25 million in the 1950s to over 1.2 billion in 2016, and it continues to grow in 2017 and beyond. Tourism now accounts for 30% of global trade and services, 10% of global GDP, and 1 in every 10 jobs. People from all corners of the world are traveling, and there is particularly nowhere on earth that has escaped the curiosity of the travelers. But my dear friends, with growth comes power, and with power comes responsibility. This year, 2017, we're celebrating particularly the International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development, as declared by the UN General Assembly. The United Nations adopted also the International Year for Sustainable Tourism for Development because tourism can and will contribute to building a better future and a better world. Tourism can help us achieve the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, our roadmap for 2030. So in this year and in every year beyond that, we must work together to ensure growth and sustainability go hand in hand, not at odds with each other. My dear friends, this convention is a moment to celebrate FHRAI's achievements and the significant contribution of the hotel sector to sustainable tourism. It's also an example of how public-private partnership can advance our shared knowledge and steer our tourism strategies. Only together can we make tourism an effective tool to make the world a better place. Best wishes for a very, very successful convention, and I thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Talib Rifai, Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization. On behalf of FHRAI, I'd like to thank Mr. Talib Rifai for taking the time out to address this gathering. May I now humbly request Guruji Sri Sri Ravishankar to sanctify the convention by lighting the auspicious lamp. I also request Honorable Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Anant Kumar, Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande, and Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Government of Odisha, Shri Ashok Chandra Pandaji, to join Guruji in lighting the lamp. Also accompanying them are Mr. K. Shamraju, President of FHRAI, and Mr. B.M. Jayashankar, Chairman and MD of Adarsh Developers. Ladies and gentlemen, true to the Indian customary, we are beginning this lovely occasion with the lighting of the lamp. May I request you all to please put your hands together and be a part of this lovely journey. On behalf of FHRAI, I request our honorable guest to remain for a photograph. request Mr. K. Shamraju, President of FHRAI, and Mr. B. M. Jayashankar to kindly accompany Guruji Sri Sri Ravishankar onto the stage and felicitate him. Followed by Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Government of Odisha, Sri Ashok Chandra Panda. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep the applause coming as I welcome the dignitaries onto the dais. Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Anant Kumar. And Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande. I would also like to invite the Vice Presidents of FHRAI to accompany the dignitaries on stage, Mr. Sudesh Podar, Mr. Sanjay Sood, and Mr. Dilip Dattani. May I now request Mr. T. Natarajan, Executive Committee Member of FHRAI and CEO of GRT Group of Hotels and Resorts, to address the convention with a welcome speech. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. T. Natarajan.
Pranam Guruji, Namaskara, good evening. Before I start welcoming, let me offer sincere apology for the delay in start of this event, and I regret the inconvenience caused to every one of you. Now on to the primary job. Let me say once again, Pranam Guruji, Sri Sri Ravishankar Ji, for having come and graced this occasion. Honorable Minister, Mr. K.V. Deshpande, Large and Medium Scale, Government of Karnataka. Honorable Minister Sri Anant Kumar Ji of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. Honorable Minister Sri Ashok Chandra Panda, Tourism and Culture, Government of Odisha. I am given to understand that our Chief Minister is on his way. Anytime he will join. Pending his arrival, I welcome him also. I also take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Shamaraju, President FHRAI and South India Hotels Association, Mr. Dilip Dattani, Mr. Ganesh Obrai, and Mr. T.S. Walia. Invitees, guests, delegates from across the country, my warm welcome to all of you. The large number of delegates has certainly made this convention a very unique one. Now, I also welcome the President's Member of Honor, President of Honor, Office Bearer, EC members of the North, East, West, and South India Hotel Associations. On an occasion like this, which will which is very rare to get. It's not easy to have such dignitaries on dais and miss the opportunity. We need to blow a little bit of our trumpet with regard to FHRAI. Many of you know what is FHRAI and its role in the hospitality industry. However, for those who may not be aware and for those who want a confirmation, it's the apex body of the hoteliers and comprises of all the hotels, restaurants, and food outlets in India. It's one of the oldest associations which is in existence, which has handled quite a few issues on behalf of hospitality. I don't want to list them and spoil this nice evening. All of you know you are reading newspapers. The next point I would like to bring it is this convention in Bengaluru is the dream of Mr. Shyama for over last 10 years. He was very keen and very often used to tell me that last convention of FHRAI was held in Bengaluru somewhere in the early 80s. So his being a person from Karnataka, he was very, very eager to showcase the modern Karnataka to everyone in India. So he has been working very hard in the last couple of months to make this convention a grand success. I'm sure all of you will enjoy as we go by. There is a saying that well begun is half done. From that point of view, with so many dignitaries gracing the occasion, lending their support, I'm sure this convention will go a long way in the annals of FHRAI as one of the best conventions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have dignitaries who have spared the time to be with us today to inaugurate the 52nd Annual Convention, and we'll once again welcome all of them by giving them a standing ovation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. T. Natarajan, Executive Committee Member of FHRAI and CEO of GRT Group of Hotels and Resorts. Thank you once again, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the much-awaited do of this evening. A great man once said that if you pray to God with all your heart, then whatever you desire will be given to you. Words as powerful as these always resonate in our minds. I'd like to invite the person whose words have had life-changing influence in all of us, Guruji Sri Sri Ravishankar, to address the gathering. Guruji, it's a true honor to have you here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and join me in inviting the man himself, Guruji Sri Sri Ravishankar.
Badram karnebi shrunuyama devaha badram pashyemakshviryajatra sthirairangaistuštuvagvam sastanubi vashema devahitam yadayuhu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. My dear ones on the stage, honorable ministers, and the organizers, and the dear ones here in the audience. Hospitality is in the DNA of Indians. I often say We need to learn teamwork from Japan. Now today, Japanese Prime Minister is in this country. The teamwork in Japan is something astounding, something that is an ideal or model for the whole world. You must have heard many stories about it. One is what they exhibited, the sports team from Japan, what they exhibited when they went to Brazil for the Olympics. The teamwork we need to learn from Japan, precision from Germans. You can't find one fault, one defect in any German machines. Efficacies from English, marketing technology from the Americans. They can sell moon on a new moon day. उनको वो मार्केटिंग स्किल्स पता है, अमावस्या के दिन चांद बेच देंगे. इतना कुशल है वो मार्केटिंग टेक्नोलॉजी में, मार्केटिंग्स में. ऐसे ही हिंदुस्तानियों के बारे में जब आता है, when it comes to Indians, hospitality is almost in our DNA. You go to any village, they welcome you. They, even whatever they have, they share with you. So, having said this, though it is in our DNA, I think we are still lagging behind in the world scenario. Though India has jumped in its tourism by 11% than previous years, we have 8.6 million people who visited the country this year. We are far behind Greece, a small country which has 30 million tourists visiting it every year. What is that India doesn't have and that Greece has? There is no answer for that. India has much more than what Greece can offer to the world. But what India really needs is infrastructure, proper hospitality, hotels and restaurants, clean places that India really is looking forward. And I think you can provide that. Especially India has different tourism. One is spiritual tourism. All the spiritual places today has huge rush. People, a lot of people go. Medical tourism, spiritual tourism, and recently it seems there is a rain tourism also. During rainy season, people would like to come and enjoy the monsoon here. So India, having had this huge wealth or resource of diversity in many aspects, our food, our dance and music, our jewelry, and our garments. There is variety of things that we can offer to the world, and the world rejoices. Today, India is not in that category of snake charmers which would make people scared to come to India. Fortunately, we have overcome those hurdles, those bad publicity for the country, which had stopped people from sending their children to tour in India. Today we are in a much better place. So I congratulate all of you for taking this seriously, and I also at the same time would like you to take the challenge that you have to have the benchmark of Greece in front of you, that how soon we can encourage more people to come and how soon you all can expand your business many times, 10 times, especially in places where it is much more needed. And again here in the hospitality sector, another idea that comes to my mind is you should time to time conduct food festivals. I had addressed this convention or this organization few years ago in Gurgaon, the North Indian unit. नहीं कब था वो? 2014 में हमने एड्रेस किया था, तो तभी हमने ये सजेशन दिया था आप समय समय पर फूड फेस्टिवल्स बनाइए और अपना एडवर्टाइजमेंट भी आप करिए बाहर, सब जगह लोगों को पता चलना चाहिए भारत में इतने सारे पोटेंशियल है, इतने सारे आपके लिए एक टूरिज़्म के लिए और मेडिकल टूरिज़्म के लिए। आजकल मेडिकल टूरिज़्म बहुत पॉपुलर हो रहा है और कॉस्ट इफ़ेक्टिव भी हो रहा है। ऐसे ही स्पिरिचुअल टूरिज़्म, योगा और मेडिटेशन के लिए हज़ारों लोग भारत की तरफ आने लगे हैं, तो आ रहे हैं। तो देश का ये एक बड़ा गर्व है और गौरव है। इट्स अ प्राइड ऑफ दिस कंट्री, द कल्चर एंड even the hospitality, and we need more colleges to train our youngsters. There is so much scope, skill development training in this country. If we can train more and more youths to and then set your own standards. You don't need to copy the standard which is set by Europe or America. We can have our own standard, we can have our own style, we can, that indigenous touch to your hotel industry is always most welcome. Whether it's music or cuisine, you need to bring that flavor. Many people love the rural flavors. As we are talking, there are some places in Ahmedabad and many other places in Rajasthan also, the Chowki Dana वगैरह, जहाँ जाते हैं लोग, they get a whole view, a completely different perspective of life. So, hotel industry is a place where people come and let go of their stress. In some way, you are doing the same work like ashrams do. Like in ashrams, people come and they become happy, they let go of their stress and they go. तो आप भी करीब करीब ऐसे ही करते हैं। कुछ लोग आते हैं वहाँ, थोड़ा बहुत उनको विश्राम मिलता है शारीरिक रूप से। उनके जो है ना, ये मानसिक तनाव आज बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है देश में, पूरे दुनिया में। अगर तनाव को कम करने के लिए हम सबको काम करना पड़ेगा। फिर मैं एक और बात सुझाव आपको दूंगा। जितने लोग आपके सेटअप में काम करते हैं, आप देखिए उनके चेहरे में मुस्कान है कि नहीं। आप जब बाली जाते हैं, वहाँ के लोगों, क्यों इतना बाली लोग पसंद करते हैं, है कि वहाँ लोगों में एक ऐसी खूबी, एक इनोसेंस है, एक मुग्धता है, एक सहजता है, और वो जिस ढंग से वो लोगों से व्यवहार करते हैं उसमें बहुत एक मिठास है। तो हम सिर्फ उनको अच्छे भोजन देते हैं और रहने के लिए कमरे देते, इतना काफ़ी नहीं है कि हमारे स्टाफ भी उतने ही चमकें और उनके चेहरे में वो चमक हो, एक प्रेम हो, एक सौहार्द हो, तनाव विहीन उनकी व्यक्तित्व हो। इस पर भी हमें काम करना पड़ेगा। नहीं तो दिख जाता है उसके चेहरे में, लोगों के चेहरे में। बेल कैप्टन आते ही वहाँ दिख जाता है। रिसेप्शन में जो लोग खड़े हैं उनकी मुस्कान में नकलीपन नजर आता है जब वो तनाव से भर जाते हैं। तो इनके भीतर एक खूबी आए, इस पर भी आप ध्यान दीजिए। और मैंने एक ऐसा वातावरण पैदा कर सकते हैं हम, जिसमें जो भी आते हैं वो बड़े खुश होके जाते हैं। ये एक खास चीज़ है बाली में। कर्नाटक में आप जहाँ कर्नाटक देखते हैं, यहाँ बड़े सौम्य लोग हैं, बहुत माने यहाँ पर ऐसी है जो पहले घर घर में एक होटल जैसे माहौल हुआ करता था। In 60s and 50s in Karnataka, in Mysore there was only one hotel in the 60s, only one hotel. And during Navaratri time, during Dashera time, every house would become a hotel. I mean, they wouldn't charge you anything, but every house they would put beds, they would cook food for anybody who comes. So they will have this hospitality for anyone, for all the 10 days. That was the state in Mysore. And even today, if you go to Gokarna, it's a small town in North Karnataka, bordering Goa. This Gokarna, now there are hotels have come. In Gokarna, in the joint family, there's be 50, 60 members in one family, and their family homes would act like hotels. And there was such a cordiality that one would see there. You know, it's like a house guest. So people would go and they would cook. The family would cook all different type of food for all the people. So, as I said, the hospitality is somehow in our veins, in our DNA. And we need to enhance this. There is need for more and more hotels here in this country. And I'm sure that you will all fulfill the need that this country and enhance the glory, the tourism that this country has to offer to the whole world. With these few words, I once again wish you all the best, and you are going to have deliberation for the next few days. Keep in mind what I said about the food festivals. Time to time, if you do this, it might attract more and more people. And I know you are waiting to hear Deshpande ji. He was also here. He was one of the most vibrant ministers and man of great integrity and big heart. And Anant Kumar ji, he was also tourism minister. They were all going to speak to. I had to rush for another program, which I'm already very late. So with these few words, I once again congratulate every one of you. May God bless you all. Inshallah.
Thank you, Guruji, for those wonderful words. Your words always leave us with an empowering effect. I also wish and hope that your words help us stay on the path and attain our vision of Hospitality 2025. May I now request Mr. K. Shamraju, President of FHRAI and MD of Maurya Hotel, to please present a memento as a token of appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Guruji, for gracing this occasion and making this evening extra special for us. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Guruji Sri Sri Ravishankar. I would now like to request our Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande, to address the convention.
My colleague, friend and Honorable Minister for Chemical Fertilizers, Parliamentary Affairs, Shri Kumar Ji, another colleague from Orissa, Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Mr. Panda, the President of the you call it FHRAI, Mr. Shamraju, the respected office bearers, friends from different parts of the country, and friends from print and electronic media. At the outset, we apologize that myself and Anand both were late, and we were in Belgaum. To add one more feather to the tourism industry in air connectivity. Today the new terminal building was inaugurated by the Honorable Civil Aviation Minister and also the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka. And we hope very soon Mr. Anand Kumar will help us in bringing Airbus and Boeings to Belgaum. Friends, for some time in Karnataka, I looked after tourism also. I have been looking after industries for a long, long time. But I can vouch that the sector which generates large employment is tourism. No sector can add employment as much as tourism can add, and that to local people. I compliment you for all that. Today, the biggest concern in the country has been employment. Automation, digitalization, robotics are replacing the human beings. But as an industry minister, if somebody wants to do automation, I can't say no. World has become competitive. Quality has become the order of the day. Consumer satisfaction has become the order of the day. And hence we have to, at the same time, India is a country with population of youngsters of more than 55%. And we hope by 2025, India will be the country in the entire world having the youngest large population. So it is a concern all will have to ponder. It is government, central government. Many initiatives have been taken by the state government also here, and the national government also, trying to give skills and other things. Why I said was, because tourism is one industry, has to grow. But I think it has to go with much larger speed than it is going. As Puja Guruji said, if this industry has to grow, air connectivity, road connectivity, rail connectivity has to improve, the infrastructure has to improve. No doubt, things are happening. It is not that the things are not happening, but much has to happen. As far as Karnataka is concerned, on the national level, national government, Anand Kumar will speak. I have no right to speak. But as far as Karnataka is concerned, I could tell you, we have the best connectivity in the country. You may ask me, why? See our road, go to, except some rains, there are some problems in Bengaluru, I do admit, Anand Kumar will say that after I go. But all our state highways, district roads, national highways, with the support of government, you say are excellent. We try to improve infrastructure to tourism connectivity also. in the last 4 years. As far as Karnataka is concerned, tourism is our thrust sector. I don't want to tell you, some states as a tourism minister when I visited, which are in the forefront of development, I asked them, what is your budget? Somebody said, annual budget 50 crores. Somebody said 70 crores. Somebody said 100 crores. Today, if I'm not wrong, I think our director of tourism also is here. She should correct me if I'm wrong. The budget for tourism in Karnataka, when I took over, we raised it to 500. It may be more than 500 crores now. Because this has been our thrust sector. And that has paid us rich dividends also. The footfalls have increased because the infrastructure, connectivity has improved. We are one among the 5 states in the country who are leading in tourism. As Guruji rightly said, for the growth of tourism, sky is the limit. But still, see, Dubai now, which was a commercial capital, has converted itself into a tourism capital. Go to Greece, go to Thailand, go to Singapore, go even to Sri Lanka. So we have the tourism industry, friends on the dais, off the dais, will have to seriously think as to what are the issues. So tourism, as I just said, has to grow. And I'm sure with everybody's efforts, it will grow. There were days where tourism was restricted to a class. Only the people who were well off could have the benefit. Today, tourism has reached the common people. A porter, a driver, a police, a government officer, a peon in the government office also wants to go with his family for a few days in a year for tourism. So now while developing tourism, we have to see of those people also. Affordability also should be important. So tourism industry has to look at affordability also. It has not now restricted to a class. Today we were discussing about the traveling people in airlines, aircrafts. It is going up. Once upon a time, who could travel? By Indigo or by Jet or Air India? Only persons like us or you. Today you will see every craft is full with common people, middle class people. It's a good sign. So as I said, infrastructure has been given good thrust. So I think your organization will have to give thrust when you discuss with the states and the union government to give thrust on infrastructure. Infrastructure is the key for any development, economic, social, any development. So I think that is one area where you will have to take up with the states which lack infrastructure. The tourism in the coastal states has not grown with the potential it has. I remember the national government was seriously considering relaxation of CRZ regulations. I was a part of that. Mr. Javadekar was looking after then environment ecology. I think he had prepared a blueprint. I'm talking 2.5 years back. And I was told the notification was also ready. Maharashtra, Orissa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, all the states with course joined hands. In this connection, not only I met Tourism Minister, Mr. Mahesh Sharma Ji, then I met the Prime Minister. I heard the Prime Minister also, and he was also very keen. He said, yes, when beach resorts can come on 15, 20, 30 meters from the high tide, why we restrict them to 250 meters, 500 meters in this country? So, I think you should again take up this matter. Government of India, as I know, is also keen, but I don't know where it is standstill. But relaxation of CRZ norms will give boost to tourism in the entire coastal India. For that, I would request Mr. Anand Kumar, who is our ambassador in the national government, to take up this issue on priority. As far as the tourism, another area is a security concern, more so of women. No doubt, things are changing, things are happening. In Karnataka, we took a lot of initiatives. As I remember, we brought a unique tourism policy, one of the best policies we brought, with good incentives and concessions, investments more than 100 crores are being treated as mega projects. Then the rating and all I'm not going, just I will tell you the initiatives which were taken by us. One has mentioned about the Karnataka tourism policy. We formed a vision group. Whenever I have been working as an industries minister or connected with even education or tourism, I've always taken the help of the authorities in this field. I'm guided in industry by the industry leaders. I think you might have read in the press today, before Anand Kumar could move, we have brought the EV and battery policy, the first in the entire country. I was looking at Anand Kumar moving faster. So I told CM Baba, we have to be more fast than Anand. So we brought it. It is a policy for the future. So Karnataka has been a visionary state. Successive governments have been friendly to industry, supported investments, even right from the days of Maharaj of Mysore. Then we brought the Karnataka Tourism Infrastructure Limited to facilitate infrastructure and support facilities at tourist destinations through SPVs, PPP models. Tourism Department has also lands where we thought if somebody there is there, we could do PPP projects also. Kaveri, we wanted to develop the Kaveri area, Mysore. There is large potential, Mysore, Mandya, Chamarajnagar, Kudugu. Kaveri Tourism Development Authority was also formed. One Kaveri gallery is coming in Mysore. I think it should be ready for inauguration. Dr. Kasturi Rangan, when I was looking after education also, he advised, and accordingly, the entire history of Kaveri River, its challenges, its benefits, I think that may be inaugurated any time in Mysore. It could be a big attraction for tourism. Then we brought, as Industries Minister, sometime in 2000 or 2002, I brought the Industries Facilitation Act. Likewise, we brought the Tourism Facilitation Act to enable investments in tourism. That act, I think, most of the states will not have that, which Karnataka has. Adoption of tourist destinations. Then security, train them. One more concern I'm telling you is the guides. We do not have professional guides to the extent we should have. So we attempted in Karnataka. We selected some guides, tried to train them in different foreign languages also. So I think the industry should look at that. If rich human resources is there, good guides are there, people, good security people are there, good roads are there, things happen. So I think we have a great future. In short, what I mean is you all have a great future. ಏನ್ರಿ ಚಾಮರಾಜವರ ಟೂರಿಸಂ ಬೆಳೆದ್ರೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗಳಿಸಿ ನನಗೆ ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ we wish you all well. I will try to now conclude because I have left very early morning and I have to leave tomorrow for Chennai. We have road shows with regard to vendor development, SME meets. But I would like to introduce you Bangalore, those who don't know Bangalore. There was a time in 95, 96 when I used to go for road shows in US, UK. I used to tell Karnataka is to the south of India and Bangalore is capital. I'm telling 95, 96. Today, Bangalore is recognized as the most dynamic city of the world. It is known as the Silicon Valley. After, I think, Boston, London, we stand. It is known as the startup capital of not India, one of the largest startup capital of the world. It is known as a science city. It is the biggest R&D center. More than 500 multinational Indian companies are doing research here. It is known as the Garden City, Science City. And you name the tourism what you want. Any variety of tourism you name, we have. It is eco, it is beach tourism, it is medical tourism, it is spiritual tourism. Anything you name, except I don't have only one thing, which means our government can create. That is, we don't have snow. But we can create that also. Otherwise, you can see that all varieties of tourism here. This is one state with large tourism destinations. And hence, I don't know, you friends have organized for them or not, or some site visits you should have organized, taken them to Mysore or Kodagu, or take them to my district. My district is a very beautiful district. Kava district is a very beautiful district with 7-8 rivers flowing, the Arabian Sea, the Sahyadri Mountains, the virgin forests, the wildlife, the tigers, except the lions. Lions are not there. Elephants, the Black Panthers. You might have not heard also Black Panthers. So Karnataka has the richest potential. And some of you, if you have come here with a desire to invest, I am available to you any time to discuss and clear your proposal. With this, I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to be here this evening. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir, for your stimulating words. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande. Let's hear it for him once again. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request the Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Government of Odisha, Shri Ashok Chandra Panda, to address the convention. Please welcome him with a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. With me and as on the occasion of the 52nd FHRAI Annual Convention at Bengaluru, Honorable Union Minister Sri Anand Kumar Ji, Honorable Minister for Industries and Infrastructure Sri Deshpande Ji, Honorable President Samaraju, then General Secretary Nayaraju, and executive members, other dignitaries and dais, esteemed guests of the dais and friends from media. It's really after 2 years, we had the 50th Golden Jubilee FHRAI celebration in Bhubaneswar, where Mr. Walia ji was the president, and after 2 years we are meeting in Bangalore in between, and definitely these 2 years must have been progressed. I hope so with the FHRAI, and lot of developments in tourism side, as Deshpande ji was referring to. So I hope this 3 days session here will deliberate on this and take a decision. Indeed, it's a great moment that FHRAI is organizing this 52nd celebration in Bangalore, and also it was our pleasure then that for the Golden Jubilee celebration, Odisha was the host state. I believe that a large number of delegates from India and abroad are expected to participate in this 3 days convention, and there will be overwhelming response from the participants. As India is unity in diversities, among the diversities. As Deshpande ji was mentioning how Karnataka has progressed, what are the potential in tourism side. I think I must mention about my home state Odisha, where recently the IATO convention was concluded. And we are going to organize the Odisha Travel Bazaar next month with the help of FICCI in Bhubaneswar. Coming back to Odisha, the tiny states, small states in the eastern coast, it's really fabulous. Tourism potentials are scattered in length and breadth of Odisha, making it an ideal destination. And today, we are in the path of progress in all fronts. In the realm of tourism, the state has some of the stunning and attractive destinations which are still unexplored. Presently, the growth of tourist arrival to the state is about 9%, which is more than the global tourist arrival of 4%. The increasing trend of tourist arrival is a positive sign for the state. The strength of Odisha is basically culturally oriented with our Lord Jagannath, and with tourism potentials, the ethnic tourism, Buddhist tourism, eco-tourism, MICE tourism, etc. has gained momentum. And this has attracted a lot of tourists to the state. Nature has been very kind to Odisha, and it has made in many respects unique its mineral resources, natural resources. It is a roller coaster today, covered with 35% of thick and dense forest, vast and sea beach front of 480 kilometers, largest brackish water lagoon Chilika, wildlife, magnificent temples including Jagannath Temple at Puri and Sun Temple at Konarak, monuments, mosaic of dance and music, and temple city of Bhubaneswar, the state capitals, and the temples like Lingaraj, Rajarani and Mukteswar are few of them are to be mentioned here. The Odisha is a repository of tourism potential, what the tourist wants at a plate. Odisha of late has emerged as the major investment destination in the country, and specifically the hospitality sector is going on a faster pace. The state has an attractive industry-friendly tourism policy in 2016, and I bet, and I'm really no hesitation to say that it is the most attractive tourism policy in the whole country. Tipped to be one of the best policies in the country, I urge the investors derive maximum benefits from the policy. For speedy clearance of tourism projects on fast-track basis, single window clearance systems or committees have been formed at different levels. This growth has been in many sectors. The pace of development in tourism sector has been manifold. Today, the image of Odisha is transforming. Recent successful organization of Asian Athletic Championship and the Bhubaneswar being the first smart city has given new identity to the state. We have made no compromise with the safety and security of the tourists visiting the state. And for their visit to make hassle-free, within the state we have introduced police patrolling in the Puri-Satpada and Puri-Konarak Marine Drive route. Similarly, tourist police cell have been introduced in 8 locations thronged by many domestic and international tourists. And the light and sound show at Dhauli, where the famous Kalinga battle was fought in 261 BC, and recently the 13th century temple, Sun Temple Konarak, the Black Pagoda, where we have introduced the light and sound show. The sea beaches of Odisha are comparatively undiscovered. We have 480 kilometers, and I support the points raised by the Pandit here that relaxation in CSZ norms, which will definitely give a boost to the coastal circuit tourism. The Union government has introduced Surya Darshan scheme, in which the coastal circuit is one of the sub-schemes, and this consideration, this relaxation will definitely give a boost to the coastal circuit tourism if relaxation in CSZ norms are considered. Particularly in special tourism area, the Odisha government is committed to all-round development of state in tourism, especially in Samuka project, which is very close to Puri. About 1,000 acres of land have been procured for construction of a world-class infrastructure within the project to cater to the requirement of high-end tourists. Here, in recently concluded IOTO convention in Odisha, there were a lot of concern expressed by the delegates about the 28% GST on the hospitality sector. And this has caused much of concern. I urge Anand Kumar Ji, at least being given the notice of the finance minister, at least if you want promote the hospitality sector, as Guru Ravishankar Ji has just mentioned that DNA, hospitality is in the DNA of every Indian. So we must ensure that the GSM 28% to be relaxed. Thank you all. And I once again express my gratitude to delegates and everybody. Thank you. Bande Utkal Jala.
Thank you, sir, for those wonderful words. It was truly our privilege to have you here addressing the convention. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once again. Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Government of Orissa, Shri Ashok Chandra Panda. Thank you, sir. We now would like to take this opportunity to thank Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande, for gracing this occasion. We'd like to present a memento as a token of appreciation. May I now request President, please, to go ahead and present the memento. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We have Mr. K. Shamraju, President of FHRAI and MD of Maurya Hotel, who's presenting a memento to our chief guest. Please keep the applause coming. May now request our guest of honor, the Honorable Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Anant Kumar, to address the gathering.